I was really, really blessed to be one of the first wave of people to do the development course with Roger. And it was really eye-opening. I did it at the same time that I was receiving hypnotherapy. I had a couple of really big issues that I wasn't able to overcome. I mean, I'm 47 now, so I was 45 when I first started it. One was an event, and another was a pattern that I kept following time after time after time. I couldn't get through these issues. I went through 3 lots of counseling at different times of my life, NLP, cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness, meditation. I just couldn't get past these things. One of them, it was because the event was just really too painful for me to face properly. I never really faced it properly. And the second one, the pattern, was because I just didn't understand why I had this pattern. So the program really helped me to get through that first event and to really face it. With the different exercises that you do, it leads you up to that place. I knew that I was working up to it. And so when it came, it was difficult and it was challenging, but it wasn't as overwhelming as it had been for the whole of my life, like 35 years. So I had 35 years of this massive, massive pain that I just couldn't work through. With the program, I was able to face it, to work through it, and to come to terms with it, to accept what had happened. Not accept it because it was okay, but accept it in a way that was allowed me to move forward and not feel such overwhelming pain. And with time, like everything else, it just becomes easier. So it's still there, but it's not taking over my life anymore. It's not blocking me. So since that, I've been able to build a second business, build my first business as well, help other people even more than I was, because I'm a coach as well. I'm a voice coach. And so I've been able to help other people even more. Then with the pattern, still went through the pattern a couple of times. Anyone who's doing this is bound to be working on doing some other kind of personal development. When you integrate it, it just gives it another edge and a different angle and a different dynamic. And so you have all of these different things to pick from that work for you. It's really about you using what you need at different times. So it was really, really amazing for me. I really can't stress how much.
Every day in the course sort of makes you reflect on yourself, the lessons that Roger sort of learned throughout his life and what he's channeled through his and what he calls like his spirit, basically. It sort of forces you to do a lot of self-reflection, look at yourself in a different way. And one of the main things that I gained from the program was I thought that my past was all bad. I thought I was having like such a bad experience here. One of the days I remember was going back and rewriting everything that we thought was bad in our past experience and then extracting at least something good out of it. Realize that you can do that with anything. You would sort of have to become and really look at yourself in a new light, which would be more aligned with your more authentic self.
I've just been regularly for the last 10 weeks and the progress is just amazing. Like you can see changes from week to week. You know, Roger always says, when the time is right, it will happen. So you put yourself in that place to allow it to happen. But also the people that's coming into Roger's program, the energy of everyone together is greater than the sum of the parts. For example, last week there was a feedback session and myself and another lady was on with Roger, and she's an energy healer. So she and I have made contact now, and she's working with myself and my daughter who's got anorexia. It's also about how Roger is creating a whole network of people who support each other and make the sum of the parts greater than each individual would be by themselves.
Roger helped me a lot with singing, but also with healing my voice. I was having vocal damage. I had a cyst. I couldn't speak. I couldn't coach. I thought my career was going to end. And I was trying all kind of stuff, techniques over the internet, YouTube, whatever. Nothing seemed to work. From the first lesson, I knew that this is going to heal me. My voice really, really got better. It didn't help me just with my health. It also gave me something that I never thought was possible. Over the years that I've been working, I felt that he was changing my life, changing the way I am. Before, I was kind of angry. I was frustrated, and I didn't realize that. It was just because I was trying to chase my dream, and instead of getting better, I was getting worse. And I felt I was losing everything, and maybe I picked the wrong way. Now I feel that my life is starting over, and everything is better. I mean, every single aspect of my life, my confidence, my income is important, that also, because he gave me something so valuable. That I can share now, and I can change people around here. I can heal other people here.
You really have to be honest with yourself. There's no point doing it if you're not going to go full in. And when I started it, I was like, I'm going to go all in. I jumped in with both feet. If I frame it in terms of building the confidence to face things that I find difficult, to face pain, I've always avoided conflict and to confront things and people. I think it's probably given me the confidence to do that, because some of the exercises that you do really take you through being able to confront things fully. Whereas before I would just kind of go, oh yeah, I'm going to try and work through this problem, and then not really do it, just kind of halfway through the door. Whereas now I'm like, okay, because I've done that, now I know that I can do this.
I really just wanted to better myself, really. I really thought that there was something wrong, to be honest. Like, going through the program, it sort of just reveals to yourself that, we're all human and we all have these thoughts and negative feelings and emotions. It's really just about feeling them through and then coming through out the other end with something positive. Then from that point, you can move on and do better things from there.
I know I was born with this desire to be a singer, but I only had the desire, not the talent. I'm sure that nobody else could help me the way he helped me. Now I'm starting my career, and now I get the chance to be like this. That's all because Roger helped me.
The way that Roger sets the exercises up and the questions that he asks and the exercises that you do, they are really deep. You do have to really question yourself. Anyone who's thinking of doing this, take the opportunity, because I've done so much work and I haven't done anything like this. There hasn't been anything like this. And I think even if I'd been doing the hypnotherapy without this program, I still wouldn't have gone as deep. I still wouldn't have faced those big issues that I'd been facing my whole life.
Just going through the course and doing all the different practices and all that, it's really made me more comfortable putting myself out there and not really being afraid of other people's perspectives of me. It's made me much more comfortable with who I am. It's allowed me to get to know myself a whole lot more. Before the program, I realized how much I didn't really know myself as much, and really just having to reflect and doing this work on yourself just revealed a lot to me.
Yeah. And that's one of the big things that Roger brings to the forefront of your consciousness, is that everything has a purpose, and you need to turn your mindset around that the challenges aren't bad, but they're good to help you get where you need to go.
I was like, I was mid-40s, sick and tired of having the same rubbish going on that I knew I was creating because I wasn't facing what I needed to face. Because there's other things that I want to do.
Definitely, I would say it's increased the confidence that I've had in myself and putting myself out there, and also just being able to do more what I feel is right for myself, instead of just feeling like I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. We're always in the right place at the right time, really, and we just have to recognize where we are.
There's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason, and it really does seem to. Somehow you're in the right place at the right time, and Roger is part of the catalyst for making that happen. He kind of shows that no matter what your age is or where you're at, there's still more you can do.
Thank you so much to Roger. He's been an inspiration for me. I'm so grateful, because he's an amazing guy, and he's just so giving. I'm getting emotional. He's just so giving and loving. It rubs off.
I don't think he realizes how much he touches people and the influence that he has on people's lives, and all the little things that accumulate, and you don't even realize the change is happening, and then suddenly you wake up one day and go, oh wow, look where I am now compared with where I was, 6 months ago.
Since I started working with Roger, everything changed in my life. Everything, every single thing. I get to get auditions, I get to get clients, I get to get everything. The way I am, the way I changed. I always tell him that, Roger, you saved my life. It's not just my voice. He just saved my life.
He's very much someone I admire as a role model. He made a big difference in my life.
if you've got an opportunity to work with Roger, just take it. Whatever it is, just take it.
Are you ready to transform your life too? Your Last Development Program, Life Transformation for Success, the newest part of Roger Burnley's coaching series. It's the last personal development program you will ever need. Learn more at yourlastdevelopmentprogram.com today.